everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new. Thank you so much for being here, and to all of you that are subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you guys so much. I just wanted to let you guys know that. So today we are going to be starting part 2 of our color along. If you haven't checked out part 1, feel free to go ahead and do so. We got quite a bit done and I'm really excited. It's a good start and I have high hopes for the end result. So we are working in Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holidays and Festive Occasions. This is Hannah Lynn's newest book. I love it. This book is gorgeous and just super whimsical, and I swear every one of her books just gets me, and I don't know what it is. But we are working on Easter Sunday, which I thought would be quite fitting for the month of April. So this is what we have done so far, and we're just going to continue with the colors that I know of so far. I'm still indecisive on a lot of stuff, but we'll get there hopefully. So I think what I want to start off with is the bushes. And then I think that'll mostly be it for the green, unless we decide to do her eyes green and probably like some of the Easter basket stuff. Maybe some of the balloons. I'm not really sure, but it seems to be fairly green heavy down here. So I feel like some of the balloons should definitely be green to balance it out, but we'll see. So I'm going to go in with dark purple. And if you watched the first part of this color along, you know that I was originally going to do the trees with the dark purple as a shadow color, and I was curious to see how that turned out. And then I was thinking, why don't I just do that with the bushes? Because the dark purple turned into cherry trees, so we didn't really go that route. I do have a couple pieces of paper in behind this page to protect the pages behind it. Other than that, I think that's everything, and we can dive on in. Just gonna double check that we're in frame. Should be good. All right. So with the dark purple, I'm just going to pop this in kind of behind these little fluffy looking bits on the bushes. And then along the bottom of them as well. And we don't have a lot of room on these bushes, and I want to squeeze in 4 colors. So we're not going to make the shadows very big. So we're going to pop in a good amount of color and then fade it out. These are some majestically fluffy looking bushes. I almost want to make them pink too, but we're not going to. It would be neat though, pink bushes. Could definitely make this fantasy land, but for some reason, aside from some crazy hairdos on like the mermaids and stuff, I like to keep the Hannah Lynn girls a little bit more realistic, and not always, but usually. I usually stick to realistic colors, which I should probably go outside of the box sometimes, but I don't know, I just haven't gotten there yet. Okay, next color I'm going to bring in is peacock green, so I'm going to use this to go over the purple and bring this up just a little bit. And then fade it out. I'm not sure how realistic these bushes are going to look though. It's definitely an interesting color. I like it. Okay, so after the peacock green, we're gonna go in with the true green. And we're gonna try to leave a little bit of space for the chartreuse, but we'll see. And since I'm trying to save space, I'm gonna sharpen mine. So same as always, just gonna go over those previous colors, bring this up a little bit. I'm gonna lightly go over the very edges where the highlight's gonna be, but I'm not gonna burnish it because I don't want the chartreuse to be overpowering. It is a very yellow green, and I want these bushes to have a yellow tint to them, but I don't want them to look yellow. I had to take a picture of this, getting advice from a friend on what colors to do. I asked the girls on the admin team from the Hannah Lynn group. I've gotten feedback from Christy so far. And it's slightly helping. I'm leaning towards a few different things, but I don't know. Just can't get my brain to decide on any one thing. Just gonna make sure I got some good color on the highlights here. Alright, so let's go in with the chartreuse. Just gonna pop this in on the tops. You know, I'm not really sure about using purple as a base color for green. I like them, but I feel like they're like a little bit too out there too. I don't know. I mean, it's okay for a page like this, but it might grow on me. We'll see. It is very pretty though. I do like the colors. I'm just not sure. Okay, next, let's tackle the background, not the sky. So I'm going to start at the very top with this little bit right here, just because otherwise I will forget about it. And oh, I didn't grab swatches for the colors I pulled. Just one sec. Okay, I think I got everything I need. So we're gonna go in with my darkest blue that I chose, which was the Blue Violet Lake, and I'm just gonna color this little bit in completely with that. Okay, so then we'll come down here. I do want to start off with the Blue Violet Lake. We're going to work our way down this time. Usually we work our way up, but I do want to have a little bit of the Blue Violet Lake here. I don't want to have a whole lot of it, so I think I'm just going to kind of bring it down from these very top bits of the tree here and then just fade it out pretty quick. It's kind of a weird pencil in the sense that it feels chalky and it doesn't like to fade out very easily, so try not to get too frustrated with it. We'll just go over it with our next color and hopefully that will help. So the next color is Caribbean Blue Sea. I don't know, on the Prismacolor swatch sheet that I printed off online, it said Caribbean Blue, but my pencil says Caribbean Sea. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? Does it matter? I don't know. Either way, I'm not sure which it is, but it's one of those. So I'm just gonna pop this in and bring it down. I decided to go for like a more purpley kind of blue rather than those really bright sky blues because I figured that it would kind of look better with the trees, and then it will help if we do decide to do the dress purple. I'm leaning towards purple or pink, but I don't know which to do. I think I'm going to bring this down to about here, and then I'm going to fade it out. We'll just do a light fade into the trees, and then just work around here, making sure that the color looks solid for the most part. Fade this one out here. And this little bit will fade out here as well, just fading it all the way down to the tops of these trees. I'm a little bit worried that all of these blues I chose might be a little too similar, but yes, here is where we'll find out. So we're going to switch to the blue slate, which, yeah, I guess is very, very similar to the previous one, but oh well. I also feel like none of these pencils really like to blend well, which is kind of a pain. So then here, let's come out from under these trees and just automatically start fading this out. I don't want a whole lot in here because it already just kind of looks like one color up there, and I don't really like that, but I think I pushed a little too hard to change the color too much, so we'll just make sure that down here it looks different. Same thing here. Okay, and we'll go in with our last color, and it's the Sky Blue Light, and this one I know isn't chalky, so I'm going to use this one to kind of go over all of this blue and hopefully blend it together a little bit better. Yeah, that already looks a million times better. This is so pretty. I want to be here. I think if I had like a choice of any like superpower or like any cool thing that you could do, or just, I don't know what you'd call it, but any magical ability to like bring to life, it would be to visit like in books, whether it be coloring books, storybooks. You could just like jump in the page, just like visit the place. It'd be amazing. I would totally love that. You know, I'm pretty sure when I started color alongs, we used to color the girls first and then do the background. I could be wrong, and now it's the opposite, or maybe not if I am wrong. Okay, next the trees. I think I am going to go ahead and color them in with the same colors. So we're gonna need the dark purple, processed red, hot pink. I think we used the deco pink too, didn't we? I don't know if I wrote that down actually. Okay, no, I did. I missed one though. The cream. But it's there. Okay. Just want to make sure that I have everything listed. I always keep track, well, keep all the pencils in a group that I use throughout the color along. And then after I'm done recording, I write all of those pencils down. That way I can put them in the intro for you guys. Because I like you guys to be able to get ready and grab the pencils that you need. Because I hate following color alongs where they're just like, now we're going to use this pencil and you have to go and grab that pencil. I like to have just all of them there. So, kind of OCD like that, but I don't know, that's just how I like it. Okay, and then I'm gonna need the swatches for these. Let's see if I can find them here. It's these ones. I don't know where my dark purple one is though. Oh, there it is. We've used it, that's why. It's not in with my other ones, it's in with these ones. Okay, so dark purple, that's where we're gonna start. And these trees don't really have any detail to them, so I think it would be beneficial to kind of make our own, maybe. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're gonna try. So we're just gonna add like squiggly lines in here and there. I'm not gonna go too overboard because I don't want it to look silly. This is a flag right here, so we're gonna make sure we don't color that. I don't know if that looks really silly or not, but I don't really know what else to do, so. I just don't want them looking super plain. So totally up to you if you want to do that. I keep wanting to color these too, but those are not trees. I don't think they look too bad. I mean, I'm definitely no color book artist by any means, but it's not bad. And I think with everything else colored, it will look better too. I think my problem with this one is I went too organic, not organic enough, I mean. It's kind of like goes like this, and that throws it off a little bit, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that. So then let's come in with the process red. I can't quite remember how I colored these, but it's okay if these ones look different anyways. And I think I want to make these ones darker, just because they're in the background, so I feel like they should be a different tone than the ones in the front, and I don't want to make them lighter. I feel like the ones in the back should be darker. Kind of like along the same lines as shadows, we usually add a darker line to anything in behind stuff, so I feel like this would kind of be the same thing maybe. I think that's probably good there. So next, let's go in with the hot pink. So I'm going to bring this in over top of the colors we already have, bring it out a little bit, and then fade it out towards the edges. I am going to kind of do the same thing we did with the bushes. So I'm just going to lightly go over those highlights with it. That way when we put in our highlight colors, they're going to be more of like a pink tone. They're not going to be their true tone, which will help them look darker than these trees. We got a cat at the door. Why do you always try and steal my chair, huh? What's that? Right, just opened up the door and threw a cat toy in here. I'm guessing Bear was chewing on it, but Miko's very interested in it now. She was the one at the door. Okay, so I think now, because we've got 3 colors left, we've got the Deco Pink, the light peach, and the light pink. I think I'm just going to do a mix of those 3 on the highlights. So we'll start in with the Deco Pink, and I'm going to kind of keep these, I think, toned more towards the bottom bits. You get out of there. This Miko has a problem with trying to eat everything in the garbage, including non-edible stuff. I'm also going to use this to kind of burnish the shadows too. Okay, let's move on to the light peach. And then we'll do the rest with the cream. Hopefully Bear's squeak toy isn't too annoying. I don't know if the camera is picking that up or not, but he is playing hard. All right, there's those done. I think that was it for everything that I knew. Oh, we still have I was gonna call them the stems. The trunks of the trees. So I think I'm gonna do those in the same colors as well. I'm gonna make them darker. So we're gonna come in with the slate gray first and we're gonna base it. And I don't think that this is the order that we did last time, but I want them to look different anyway, so I'm okay if they look different. So slate gray, and I don't know if we'll use all of the colors, but we'll use a good portion of them anyways, so that way they look similar enough. So let's go in with the 50% warm gray. And I'm going to use this under the tree trunk here. And then just kind of create a couple lines. Can't really see much anyways, so I'm going to skip the 20%, I think, and then just go straight in with the 10%. Burnish that. I think I do want to go in with the black along this tree since it tucks out from this one, so I'm going to make it a little bit darker. Let's go over these lines in black too. There we go. Okay, let's see what time we're at. So we are only at like about half an hour in. We are making really good time on this actually. See the banners. Don't really know what colors I want to do that. I'm maybe just going to search for inspiration and just search Easter banner. See Easter flag banner, see what comes up. So it seems like the most common colors are green, pink, and blue. Okay, so let's do okay, so we're gonna do light aqua for the blue. And I'm just gonna color these in solid colors because I'm going to go, ooh, that's a little too dark. Okay, let's base these with white. I want them to be light, not dark like that. I'm gonna go in with clear stickles and just go over top of them and make them all glittery. So I don't really care what they look like in terms of like shading or anything. So I'm gonna get a good amount of color on there. Probably just gonna go in a pattern. Ooh, totally missed this tree part. Gotta fix that. Okay, hot pink. And then a little bit of Deco Peach. Should get that all fixed up. I don't know if I said Deco Peach, but I meant Deco Pink, if that's what I did say. was thinking light peach and deco pink. Let's see. Which one do we want? Deco pink. So these are after the blue. This one's already a pretty muted color, so I don't think we'll need white on this one. We can just go in with full opacity. And just burnish that down. Okay, and for the green, I think I want to do like a mix of the spring green and the chartreuse, but I'm not really sure. So let's just grab the spring green for now. And we're just going to lightly go over this and see what that looks like. That's pretty. Let's see what that would look like with the chartreuse over top. No, just the spring green. Spring green is fine. It doesn't change it a whole lot. Okay, so now we need the white. I don't think I have my swatch out for that one though. I should just automatically have swatches for the white and the black out. Because I know I'm going to use them. I'll just go over all of them for good measure. I'm not bothering to clean my white off in between because I don't really mind if any color transfers. Ooh, what color would this one be? Pink, green. Let's work on her bunny ears and her nose. Oops. So I'm going to throw some dark purple in here, just kind of underneath where her ear curves. And then I'm going to go in with the process red. I'm going to bring that out from there and I'm going to create a shadow, let's see, on this side, I think. So I'm going to come in with a shadow here, fade that out. I want to fade it out very light because I want the inside of her ears to be extremely light. And then we'll just put a shadow in on this side. Same thing, fading it out pretty light. And then thinking, finishing up with either Deco Peach or the light peach. I think let's go Deco Peach. So I'm going to sharpen that. I start in the shadows and just blend this out. Oh, we're not even in frame. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I did dark purple here. And then I did the processed red over top of the dark purple and faded it out a little bit. And then I did a shadow of the processed red on this side and then also along this side, which I might have to darken, I'm not sure yet. And now we're just going in with the Deco Pink and blending it all together and burnishing it. I think that's okay. It's a nice subtle shadow. I don't think we need to add more. So I'm gonna go ahead and burnish this one as well. I can't forget her nose. I don't think I want any of the dark purple on her nose, but I don't know. No, let's just go with the processed red. So put that kind of along the bottom lines and fade it up. And then we'll go over and blend with the process, or with the Deco Pink. Her lips will make super light, so I'm going to go in with, I'm just coloring things that we already have the colors out for. Where is the one I'm looking for? There it is. Okay, so we're just gonna go in with the hot pink. Just along the bottom line, and then we'll fade it up, and then I'm just gonna lightly color in over the top lip line. Hannah always does the top lips very thin, so I usually just color them one solid color, but I don't want this to be dark, so and then I think we'll finish this off with the Deco Peach, or Light Peach.
Stop, you there! Stop!
Maybe let's finish it off with the white. Tone it down a little bit. Okay, and then with the hot pink, I'm going to just sharpen this up, and I'm going to darken up this lip line a little bit. Just slightly, just so it's not white. And it actually looks like she has lips. I think the best way to tie in the sky is to do these tulips in those same colors. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for the Blue Violet Lake. The Blue Slate and the Sky Blue Light. It's mostly gonna be Sky Blue Light though. So move along to down here. Okay, so let's start with the Blue Violet Lake. That's not it. Need this one. Okay, so I'm pretty much just going to pick a line on either, or pick either side of the line on these, I don't know what they're called. I'm gonna call them tulips, but I don't think that's what they are. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm gonna pick just one side of a line on these flowers and color it slightly off to the side and fade it out. Might need to sharpen this because it's putting a little too thick of a line than I want. I need a little bit of finesse with these flowers because they're very delicate. So definitely not doing her dress blue. I don't think. It'll have to be either pink or purple. If I had done her dress blue, I probably would have done these flowers purple or pink, either or. Bear, I hear you. Knock it off. He's sniffing underneath the door, like almost sighing because he wants in. I'm gonna let him in. Come on then.
I feel so bad for that girl.
Here, you can lay here if you want. It'd be good. Shh. Out. No garbage. He's definitely a brat, this dog. Keeps us on our toes, that's for sure. But he is the sweetest. And it's nice to have constant attention. You know, you can get love from him whenever you want because he just loves to give love. Whereas the cats, it's on their terms. They will give you love when they choose to. Blue Slate is next. So I'm not going to use this at full opacity. I'm just going to kind of fade this in here. Just kind of out from the darker color. And then I'm going to use sky blue light, and rather than doing light circular motions, I'm just going to follow the lines that Hannah has drawn in here. So I'm just basically coloring vertical. I think we might go through and white Posca the lines of these to soften them up. I think that would be really pretty. Don't mind the kiddo. He's about to get his game shut off on him. only an hour in. Don't know what I want to color. Don't really want to pull any new colors in for the most part. I mean, for this part of the color along, I've already got a long list of colors that we've used so far. Maybe let's bring in some brown. I think I'm gonna do both of these little kids' hair in brown. So for the boy, we're just gonna do an ombre from dark umber to light umber. Yeah. And then for the little girl, this is so tiny, there's not much room to do this, but I'm just gonna bring the dark umber down on some of those lines and then color the rest in with putty beige, I think. So they're both the same color, but not the same color, if that makes sense. Of course it doesn't make sense. They're brown, but not the same kind of brown. And this will tie in because we've got a chocolate bunny here. So chocolate bunny will be brown. There it is, my putty beige. And then let's maybe just lightly go over that with the light umber too, because now her hair looks kind of gray and I don't want her to look old. But I also don't want it too dark either. So just very light layer of the light umber. Over top, we'll get rid of that kind of gray color look, but it will also keep the light umber a little bit lighter. I'm gonna make her dress pink. Do some dark purple shadows just right on top of these lines here. Again, really, really small detail, really hard to see. I'm going to color in this line here. Make the bow pink too. Let's go in with the hot pink. I think I'm just going to color this completely in with the hot pink. Not enough space to put much detail in there. And for the boy, for his pants, let's come in with the slate gray. Definitely going to need a sharper point on this one. Otherwise, all of his pants will end up in slate gray. So just give a little bit of a shadow here on his pants. We'll just lightly color them in, and I think I'm honestly just going to leave them like that. We'll burnish them with the white, but I'm not going to add much more detail than that. And then for his shirt, what color should his shirt be? I would like to leave his shirt white, but then I would have to do some kind of shadowing, and it would be blue and it would blend in with the sky, so I also don't want to do regular blue because that would kind of mesh too. You know what? I'm going to come in with black over top of his pants. We're just going to color these in straight black over top of what we've already got there. That's fine. Okay, and then let's use the slate gray and the white on his shirt. I think that's our best bet there. Just going to try and add a little bit of shadow underneath on the bottom line of his arms and then on the center line of his jacket, underneath his lapels, over top of the lapels. And we'll just come in with the white and kind of burnish and blend that out. There we go. I like that. That looks good. I don't really know what to do with the balloons either. Definitely want some green ones. And I do want to make the balloons a little bit more detailed, so I do want to add some shadows. I'm going to pick out 2 green ones on this side. I'm just going to add a shadow on the bottom part with the spring green and then fade it out. And then let's just do one of the back balloons on this side green. So again, kind of bottom little bit, fade it out. I'm going to color the rest in with the chartreuse. I wonder if we can bring the purple in almost by itself without it looking out of place, because it's quite a bit in the picture, but it's not really on its own. So let's see if I can find where I put it. Oh, there it is. It always looks brown, so it throws me off. I look right past it. We'll do one purple balloon here. So I'm going to go in, again, same thing, kind of alongside the bottom. And I'm just going to fade this out lightly. We'll go over that with a white, so it might end up more pink than purple, but I want to see what it looks like. And it will get a balloon colored anyway, so why not? And then this one I'm just going to lightly color in the background too. I don't know where my swatch for the white is, but that's the color I'm using right now. I'll grab my chartreuse again just for this little tiny dot that I missed down there. And then let's see, we've got 3 balloons left. I think we lucked out with having all of this in camera, except for maybe these ones. I always forget. I'm sorry. Okay, we're going to make this balloon here blue and this one blue. And then I'm just going to, and that was the light aqua, and then I'm just going to grab the hot pink and I'm going to do this balloon in the hot pink. And then I'm just going to go over those with the white to kind of pastel them up. We'll go over all of them again. gonna grab a black fine liner. Just bring these lines back out. This is just a cheap studio fine liner that I got at the dollar store. Love these things. They are my go-tos because if the nib gets clogged, I only spent $4 on the whole pack, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, I'm gonna come in on these flowers here. I'm gonna go over the lines. Just on the actual flower part, not the stems or anything. Oh, this looks so pretty. This one I'm not going to bother with yet because we still have to color in her dress, and that would just probably color over the lines anyways, so just leave that one for now. We'll come back to it later. I think I want to white out the lines for the flags too. Not that this Posca pen is very white. It's one thing, the Posca pens are my favorite, but I find that they're not very white. It's usually like more like a gray kind of. And it still does the job for the most part, but if you're looking for that super bright white, you just don't get it. So if I really want a super bright white, I'll usually go over the colored pencil with my Posca pen because it goes over it better, but then I'll wait for it to dry and then I'll go over the Posca pen with my Uniball Signo white pen, which is my favorite. It just doesn't go over the Prismas very easily, unfortunately. We should have done these strings white. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to them. It's gonna bleed because my fine liner was water-based, but that's okay. We'll add a little bit of a highlight to them. We'll add a highlight to these balloons. And then last for this part, we're going to stickle up the flags. So I've got a few different colors of clear stickles. One of these is the same. It's this one and this one. So I've got 3 different kinds. This one is called Icicle. And then these two don't say what they are because I got them from Michael's. This one has, actually I think this one and this one are the same, so this one is icicle too. So I have either icicle or this one with the smaller, they're kind of like pastel glitters, and I'm gonna go with this one. But you can go with whatever color you want or any type of glitter glue you want. It does not have to be the same. And I'm just going to glitter up these flags. It is so pretty. So that's one thing. Stickles are fairly expensive. So if there is one stickles you could get, I would definitely suggest it be clear, because you can put a base color on anything and then go over it, and it pretty much turns it into the color. So clear is the ultimate stickles. I mean, it is fun to have the other colors too, but clear, you can never go wrong with it. And we'll probably glitter up the patterns on the eggs too when we color them, but even though we're not at the 1.5 hour mark, I think I'm gonna stop here. Because this is only part 2, we still have 3 parts left, and I don't feel like we have a whole lot left to color, so I think it's safe to end it here. Worst case scenario, if I'm off on my time guesstimation, whatever you want to call it, we'll just have a longer part 5, but I really don't think that we will. So, I'll give you a look at these stickles and how pretty they are. That's what she's looking like so far. I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you're as excited as I am to see her finished. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you in part 3. As always, guys, take care. Bye!
Stars fall at my feet, keep me grounded as I reach higher than I see. Is there something there for me?